So yeah, okay, I didn't film when we were walking through the rest of the village. We were talking with a fellow dog walker with a 3-month-old doggo. But yeah, you see the church. We will be heading there. But today I said, let's go and see the forest and see those two mass graves, sites of mass graves. So, and before we get there, let's go through, let's say, a quick introduction into the issue of collaboration in Slovenia during the Second World War. So Slovenia was part of the Kingdom of Yugoslavia in 1941, and in April 41 Yugoslavia was attacked by Germany, Italy, much more water today than previous week, Hungary and Bulgaria. So they attacked Yugoslavia, and in case of Slovenia, Italy, Germany, Hungary, and the newly established independent state of Croatia occupied territory of Slovenia. They divided the territory among themselves. And resistance in Slovenia started primarily after the start of the Axis attack on Soviet Union. Not immediately after. Well, there were some actions, but the Communist Party received the go-ahead for mass uprising only after the attack on Soviet Union. And so the resistance started, and the communist-led partisans started, to attack occupying forces, and also started to work against the people that were in Yugoslavia, former Yugoslavia, opposed to the communists. And of course, if you are guerrilla, you need supplies, food, places to stay, and and if the population isn't willing to give, you just take. And this also happened in Slovenia. Some people were killed, civilians, politicians, and so forth. People were fed up with being robbed, and in 42, the first village guards were formed, and because they needed weapons, they approached Italians. So this was in Italian held territory of Slovenia. So they received weapons, and later they were officially integrated in the Italian system as the Militaria Volontaria Anticomunista, so a volunteer militia against the communists. So And in German held territory, Germans first, brought their own troops, but then they also created the political party because they didn't. Oh, someone is sniffing something. So they didn't establish the Nazi party in Slovenia, but they created, let's say, new party, which was basically a complete copy of the Nazi party. And one of the organizations was also paramilitary organization, recruited from the local population, and to fight the partisans. And of course, under German regime, some people were recruited, to their police units, and then there was also just take note of how, let's say, rugged the terrain here is in this forest. So hopefully we will find the site in the first go. Because there are two sites. Germans also declared, military mobilization of the population. So people were recruited, against their will to serve, the Germans. And yes, the next, let's say, stage in the evolution was 43. When Italy capitulated and Germany took over the previously Italian held territory. I think that we should go a little bit to the right. We will see. There are markings, on the trees, so we will see where we will come. And because of the need of the Germans, for more troops on the front, they also started, sending their own troops away from Slovenia, and to supplement them, to replace them, they started to create more of units, organizations, for paramilitary organizations to combat the partisans. So let's say in the former held Italian territories, you had so-called Slovenian Home Guard, which was basically present also in Ljubljana. Another pit. You can see how rugged it is. And in Primorska, which was also previously Italian territory, they formed another. In Gorenska, a third kind of collaborate. Another form of paramilitary organization was formed to collaborate with the Germans and so forth. Basically each region had its own unique, let's say, style. And of course, you know, the war didn't end as the Germans wanted, which meant, and we will continue on quickly.